Music. Anh come on. ไพ่
บอกคุณมีด้วย
So now guys, we just go
อันนี้มีสาวเยอะ
the cave, lava cave.
หน้าของคนโดนเองคนรู้ได้ลูกสั่งเนี่ย
สั่งด้วยเหรอมิวสิกเป็นแฟนบีตายด้วยอยู่ทั้งหางที่มาทั้งกับอันนี้ดีอันนี้ดี
Kasar. Daniel, oh yeah. Daniel.
Vlog.
So mga kaparts, nandito na kami sa station kung saan mag-umpisa yung mga parts papunta sa cave. So bago ka pumunta sa cave mga parts, kailangan mo mag-wear ng gear. Yung gear. Ito gear ng papunta sa loob. Yan, ito yung mga laban na display nila mga parts. So ito isang group lang to mga kabarts. So yun. Hintay muna kami para nakapangihi ka ma'am?
เข้าไม่ไว
เข้าทีละสาม
What I look like?
You look
like a toilet.เขาทำนี่สิออกมาได้หมดเลยฮะเดี๋ยวคุณจะออกไปเอาไปแล้วตายทำไม่ได้ทำใจแล้วงานนี้ติดทำไปเลยไปเลยHey guys, if you want to follow me this way. คนนั่งน้ำแข็งครับมองกี่พุ่งไปยี่สิบ
Sakit.
Sakit.
Sakit. We just go there and find something. Ooh.
Đến trời biết.
Hả?
Đến trời ổn rồi. Đến trời.
นี่คือเจ้าหน้าที่ของเราใช่นี่คือเจ้าหน้าที่ของเคลฟที่จะพาเราไปอันตรายนะคิดว่าอันตราย Okay guys, welcome to the entrance of the cave. Does anybody know the name of the cave? Called Husafell. Well done. Yes. Does anybody know what Husafell means?
No.
Easy, easy. So Vith means wide in Icelandic, nice and big and wide, as we can see, very big and wide down there. And Gelmir, nobody really knows what it means anymore. It's an old Viking word, old Norse word, okay, nobody speaks Viking anymore. But Icelandic is the closest language we still have to the Viking language, okay? So they think it means something like worm, or snake, or dragon, or serpent. So you could call this cave the Wide Worm. If you wanted
Wide
to.
worm.
Yeah. Which is actually my wife's nickname for me as well. So you'll notice around the opening here lots of layers of rock. Yeah, we can all see the layers everywhere. And it's these layers that are crucial in understanding how a lava cave is formed, okay? So when a volcano erupts, it spits out lots of lava, and that lava spreads out across the landscape, and eventually it will form into a river of lava, okay? And that river of lava will eventually cool down and begin to harden and become rock on the top, okay? So now we've got a nice layer of rock on top with liquid lava still travelling underneath, okay? So now more lava can pour over the top of that rock, and that builds up into another layer, then more over that layer, and so on and so on and so on, until we get build-ups of many, many, many layers of lava, okay? But beneath the ground, the liquid lava is still flowing and burning its way down into the landscape, okay? Because lava is about 1200 degrees in temperature.
Wow.
Incredibly hot stuff.
So,
Okay, so it's burning its way down and opening up its own cave chamber till eventually we have a big hole in the ground and a very shallow river of lava flowing through there. And as long as the eruption continues, it will keep feeding that river of lava, and it will just get bigger and bigger and bigger down there. Okay, but once the eruption stops and there's no more lava inside that tunnel, anything else that is in there will just find its way out of the landscape and carry on down in that direction. Or it will just drain out from cracks and holes in the floor, or it will just become the floor of the cave, and it will sink down and cool down and become a very flat, level ground surface that we're going to go and walk on in a second, okay? So that's essentially how lava caves are formed. You will also notice lots of green things growing around here, lots of mosses and grasses and ferns and things, and that's because we've got sunlight coming in the big hole, okay? But down in the cave there's no more sunlight, okay? So it's going to be quite dark down there, and nothing can really grow, no green things especially, okay? But there are some living things in the cave.
who?
There's nothing that's going to jump out with teeth and claws, okay? Nothing really touch you. There's some living things. Keep your eyes peeled, you might see something. Maybe, who knows? Keep looking, you might see something, okay?
เป็นที่เอาแค่หมอ
ทางเดินของ
เป็นไปได้
ทางไหลของลาวา
เขียวเลยนะ
ใหญ่นะ
We are going to go over a couple of safety points.
แต่ว่าข่าวดีก็คือว่าข้างหลังไม่มีลาวาแล้ว
Now, we want to be very safe in the cave, so a good part of safety is having your head torches on, okay? Now, you all have the same head torch as me. You have a little button just here. If you hold your hand up in front of your light and press your button, 1, 2, please keep your head torches on at all times, guys. Okay? Unless I say otherwise, there will be a point where we do turn them all off in the cave. Now, on, because you can see everything in the cave, you can look around, you can see where you're going, and I can see all of you guys. Make sure I don't lose anybody again in the cave, okay? Now, keep your helmets on at all times as well, please. Okay, they are very good. If a rock falls on your head, they will save your life. Keep them on.
มีไฟเลยนะครับข้างหลัง
I can see lots of you using phones. That's wonderful. Taking pictures and videos. Take as many pictures and videos as you like. It's probably not a good idea to talk whilst I'm talking though, just otherwise people won't be able to hear what I'm saying. Okay? Keep hold of your phones, guys, please, because if you drop them down these nice big holes, you'll probably never see it again. Okay? So look up paid enough to do that, I'm afraid. Lose it okay? No, I will do my best impression of Gollum. Fall under there, but I can't make any promises. Okay? They're probably gone forever. Yeah, don't drop it on them. Now, who's afraid of the dark? Anybody?
I'm afraid. No, I'm just joking.
Anybody claustrophobic at all? Is anybody afraid of small spaces? Be honest.
How small are we talking about?
I'm fairly tall, I can get through there pretty easily.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a little bit short, a little bit tight in one little area, okay? The water usually comes up to about here on me. But once you get through that, I'm joking, guys. No swimming, no crawling, no climbing, nothing like that on this tour. But that small section is called the squeeze, okay? So it's a little bit tight and it's a little bit bumpy because we're not walking on these platforms, we're walking on the lava rock. It's very icy, obviously it's still winter in Iceland for about another 6 months, I think. So just watch out for that, okay? Right, if you guys want to follow me, we're going to head down and watch out for this other tour coming out. So if we stay to the right hand side,
ที่อันตรายอันที่คือต้องรอ
One line. Okay.
เขาบอกว่า
ตัวใหญ่
เทียบ
ก็
มาก
ทำตัวเล็กๆหน่อยนะ
มีก้อนงู
ต้องจ่ายตรงเนี้ยค่ะ
จ่ายคนละ7,500
Oi, oi.
ใช่ล่วงถุงเล็กเอาถุงเล็กเป็นปาร์ตี้แล้วนะปาร์ตี้ไม่ไหวแน่ลื่น
Ma'am. Ini tiga diet, Ma'am. Ini tiga diet. Kere. Kau nak usung kan? Okay. Balik una.
รอน้ำแข็งมัน
มันลื่นไอ้คนวิดีโอ
Video mo.
ว่าแล้ว ขึ้นไปทั้งเรื่องกันเลยตัว
Ma'am, ice tea ha?
You take my picture.
Ice.
มื่นแล้วเนี่ยแกนี่มื่นเด้คนบอกว่ามีแต่หัวเลื่อนเด้อ
Ma'am, diri sa kuan ma'am bato.
แกกับตะขาบมามันรอตะกี้
น้ำตาลลื่นนะเนี่ย
เล่นไอ้คนบอกว่าทันยี่บอกเลยว่าแข่งหน้าโคเซอร์ผมจักเกิลของผมรองเท้าหนาเลยเลย
โอ้เราชวนมาไม่ลงมา
พี่สาวถามว่าก็จะลงกันไปหรอ
นี่เราไม่ลงมาเลยถ้ารู้อย่างนี้เราไม่ลงมาเลย
พี่สาวผมมันชอบห่วงว่าผมจะตาย
จริงเลยถ้าเรารู้ว่ามันอย่างนี้เราไม่ลงมาเลย
ใช่ไหมแต่
ถ้าเรารู้ว่ามันเป็นน้ำแข็งแบบนี้เราไม่ลงมาเราอยู่ข้าง
Don't you record นะ
Ha?
Don't you record it
Yeah.
Don't you can send it นะ I want to see inside of the record I don't have that for you ผมจะเอาต่อหัว 8,000 ทำให้เขาเดิมอย่างเงี้ยเอาไป 2,000 ก็พอแล้วเนี่ย
จริงๆถ้าเรารู้ว่ามันอาการแบบนี้เราไม่ลงมาเลย
โอ้ผมไม่
เสียงซิเดน
If like this 2,000 because very
ไม่ลงมาเลย
yeah
Du holder jo faen med. En ef þú ert ekki alveg örugg og þá
สร้างตัวเองเป็นมูลไทยทัน
Ani ma'am, gunit na ko. Gunit. Gunit. Gunit, unya tikang ng bato. Ikaw. Ah. Tikang ng bato.
พี่สาวผมที่คอมเมนต์บอกเลยบอกอย่าลงกันไปทำไมไม่แบบนี้
Ay, sama. Okay, dito sa ini.
It's probably more dangerous walking on this edge. You just come down here.
Yeah.
I promise you it's not deep enough.
Down, ma'am.
It's just a little wet. There we go.
Yeah. Oh, it's cold. Oh, freezing, man. It's freezing. Mom. Hello? Yeah. Oh! Adik kayak bugnaw. Frozen ma'am no.
พี่บอย ตรงนี้นะโอ้ยทำเป็นที่เล่นโป๊กเกอร์ดีสุดๆเลยพี่บอยไม่มีใครแอบดูกันได้หรอกพี่บอย ตรงนี้ทำเป็นที่เล่นโป๊กเกอร์ได้เลย
Huh?
Okay, now if you look at this wall here, you will see that horizontal line running along the wall there where my torch is shining. Can we see that line? Yeah, and you'll see the same line on the wall on that side as well, running all the way along there. So that line is the last lava that was in the cave, okay? It's flowing at that height. So the shorter people in this group, you would be fully underneath that.
You mean like?
So there was a river flowing through.
Oh, you mean like the horizontal line?
Exactly.
And then the next
top
line.
of it. And then the next one before. And that was the one before.
Oh yeah.
It burns its way down.
What
คือ
about
การเปลี่ยนแปล
the
งของดาบ
The cracks, they're just when the cave cools down, it shrinks into lava, looks like this. And this lava is called lava.
Oh my god
I don't know why it's called
ห้อยห้อยอันลาวอ่ะ
I think whoever named it didn't have any shoes on at the time. That's my favourite joke, it's all downhill from here.
เรามาที่
So on the ground you will also notice some little lumps like this little guy here. There's another one somewhere over there. There we are, this little guy there. You can see him. I promise this is lava. The dog has not been down here. So this is a little blob of lava that was on the ceiling at some point, and then he splatted down onto the floor. Oh, but he might have splatted onto the floor back over there. The floor is still very slowly moving. So he ended up over here. These are, it's got a funny name. Yeah, those of you that don't understand it, lava shit. Yeah.
นี่คือขี้ลาวานะ
Kind of, but they're made in a different way.
Yeah,
to typical stalagmites.
Yeah.
They're more just drips of
Yeah,
lava.
it's not just drip of like a bit like this. If it was like.
There's none that are formed from water in this
Yeah.
cave. Yeah.
I think this is not the worm or the lava shit. The worm shit.
This could be a worm shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. So as he's cooling
Yeah.
down, he's releasing all of his heat and all of his gases through these little holes here. These little holes are called vesicles, okay? So all that heat and the gas comes out, but all the little cavities, all the little pockets inside that were in there with all the heat and gas, they stay there. So these are actually hollow inside.
Oh.
Yeah. He doesn't sound too hollow today just because of the temperature in the cave, but on certain days he really kind of echoes inside there. There's a few around there, give him a little tap, it's good luck, okay?
You kind of want to break it?
They are quite fragile, so be gentle. So yeah, that's the first chamber by the
Man, don't touch it. That's the worm shit.
the incredible ice formations now.
เชียดเชียดออฟลาวา
Yeah.
เราอ่านไปกินเลย I live in it's called the man
Wow, man.
Get warm again.
Sorry, I have an ice that is like.
Oh shit
มีน้ำมันเป็นแค่ระดับมาก
Enjoy Iceland enjoy the ice
Oh, don't touch it.
enough to break the ice
โอ้ดูดิแหลมเปียบเลยน่ะแล้วตาอึปิติ้งแกรัสสิ
That's why we wear gear. Oh. Oh. Prova. You. Detta är gulligt.
Detta fötter virus.
Nej. Detta är bara va? Detta är bara va?
They believe. I just told.
Passa bara stacka henne.
You try to turn on the light or something เหมือนสวนสนุกบ้านเราเลย
mean, it's not gonna be here hundreds of years from now.
Dito banda mga kaparts, medyo nag-umpisa ng hindi maganda yung daan mga kaparts dahil wala nang cover yung daanan na kulay green, puro na kahoy. So purusin mga kaparts, tapos madulas na yung daanan, medyo nakakagulat mga kaparts. Baka madulas tayo, diretso tayo sa baba. Kaya daan-dahan na kami dyan. Oh. Oh.
Mình giỏi. Mình này ai mình ọt nào mình phộtออกไปมันก็เบามันบ่ได้นักมันบ่ได้นักนี่
Mau ya kakak.
Is it like a special type of rock or just lava? Lots of iron in there, lots of iron oxide in there. Yeah, it's all just lava. So this would have been on the ground. It's just like a dripping. It's building up from the from a drip. As it's dripping, it would build up on the ground. You'll see them like along the edges. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that would just be one particular block. Yeah, so it's at different stages. So these tend to form later on when everything is kind of settled down and there's still lava being like squeezed out of the wall. So these will then drip. So when there's a ledge,
it's not an active volcano going, but it's just like
it's all the stuff that's kind of just the last drips everywhere. Fuck. Yeah, be a good weapon.
it's kind of crazy. But like this, like easy light lava. What stage is this in? Like,
so it all depends how much gas and things was in there that gets released, because the more obviously pockets inside it, the lighter it's going to be. So this was more dense, which means there probably wasn't gas inside there, which makes sense because all the gas would have been released already. And that's just the leftover stuff dripping.
is this closer to the source, or is it just depending on what's coming up?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, there's not really any that's like
No
closer.
proximity.
Yeah. It's all just mushing around in the same.
Yeah, and what happens for them?
Exactly.
I'm from Iceland, like lavas everywhere.
Yeah.
You go in Husafell, you pick this thing up, you go.
Excuse me, where are you from anyway?
I'm English.
Oh, okay. It's so weird, you know. Icelandic, English, and they are explaining about lava.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
You get so like when you're from Iceland, you get so like inundated.
Yeah.
It's normal, right?
Yeah, it's just
You see it,
Reykjavik.
don't you?
Everything is lava.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah. And we
any
don't
given
know
Sunday.
what is
Who gives a
the.
shit?
Yeah.
But when you actually like learn about it, it's really interesting.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
it's
yes.
crazy.
Yeah, especially if you see it came from Mars, man.
So they have very similar landscape on Mars. They have lava caves and lava tubes on Mars as well.
Yeah. I
Very
learned something
similar.
about it. Yeah. Yeah, you know, in Mars they have water.
They're gonna be exploring the caves on Mars very soon.
So, like in 10 years,
Mars,
I'm gonna be
man,
like, hey,
it's
this is
from another
rock
world.
from Mars.
Another world.
No.
In this Earth. I mean, it makes sense, right? We all sort of exploded from the same.
So, what are all these?
So these ones, these are called lava straws. You'll see lots of them hanging everywhere. Look, see them up there?
Oh yeah, like inside the wall.
Exactly, yeah. So all of these are called lava straws. And it's when the gas is pushing its way
This
out.
is natural formation.
When gas is trying to leave the lava, it pushes all of these out. And it extrudes the lava with it and turns it into little tubes.
I thought this was like an extra box for like all the pulleys you put in for like walking and stuff.
No. These are all natural formations.
This looks like screws.
You see this one's got almost like hollows inside it.
มันน่าสนใจนะ
Excuse me, is the way down?
No, we're going. This is as far as we go now.
No,
We're not going any further.
too dangerous, man.
Oh,
There's some big worm there.
there's no way out.
No.
No, smoke is downstairs.
Oh,
so
okay.
we go back up.
Cool. I'm glad to hear.
Yeah. So this is just natural.
Like if you see on the news, like some like London people picking up like the rock
Is it
that
like
fall
something
from
harder was inside of it, or
on the galaxy, and they pick it up and they can sell for like a lot of money.
So as the gas is coming out, lots of sulfur and
Yeah, this is like
that's pushing out, and it basically pushes the lava with it and pulls a tube.
เหมือนไอ้เนี่ยพี่พวกหินนี่ตก
Releasing the gas, sorry, releasing it. As the gas pushes out, eventually will find a way out, and the gas will release. Oh yeah. And then turn what's left? Rock. Exactly. Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's a lot.
the thing we put on in the lagoon? Silica.
It's like the creamy thing, the blue creamy thing.
Skincare.
Silica.
Is it like exfoliating?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's silica. Yeah.
We have like the black rock.
So you know when you see very blue water in Iceland, that's because of the silica on the bottom of the water.
Yeah.
When lava rock breaks down into like sand, essentially, that's
Yeah,
sand
that's-
is silica.
That's why when you go to swimming pool in Asia, it's blue, right? That thing is under the water.
Lava rockคืออะไร
ฮะก็นี่ไงลาวาล็อกมันแปลว่าอะไรก็หินลาวาไงเหรอก็ลาวาที่มันละ
นั่นแหละความเข้มข้นของสารแต่ละสารบ่คือกัน
ใช่ใช่
Sand.
แต่บางอันมีโลหะบางอันมีหินนะบางอันมีแก๊สหลาย
ถ้าลาวามันร้อนมากนะมันก็จะฟอร์มออกมาดี
คื
ขึ้
อน ยังสิคือยังไอ้ว่าคือตะกัววะ
นะ
เหมือนตะกัว
อันนี้คือลาวาร้อนมาก
มันล้อมแน่น
อันนี้อ่อนลงอันนี้เบากว่าเด้ขนาดใหญ่กว่าแต่ว่าเบากว่าเด้คืออันนี้น้อยกว่าแต่ว่าหนักกว่าเนี่ยใช่ปะอันนี้โล่หลายกว่า
Because it was very warm. Because the cave still hasn't fully cooled
มันมี
down.
เนื้อของโลหะ
As the rock is still cooling,
The metal.
it's like 30 degrees.
เนี่ยขายได้เงินหมดอ่ะพวกนี้
They dated it like 1,000.
พวกรัฐบาลเนี่ยต้องการมากเลย
โคตรยอดร้าย
โลหะมารอผืนใหญ่ยิ่งถล่มปาเลสไตน์
เดี๋ยว That's not the part of skip
I've never heard of this.
But you never heard the fact that like when you live in a country, you never know about the history of the country.
Yeah,
I've
you
never
think
really
it's so.
explored England.
Yeah.
And then
Shameful.
You know the island sky.
How long have we been traveling into
We're about 750 meters now, and there's about 800 meters more to go if we were going anywhere.
Is the open of the other end?
Next, the dead end at the other end. Yeah.
So we're going back.
Yeah, we're going to go back exactly the same way. Okay, I'm just going to.
And säger det räcker här med det. För en tillbaka.
Guys, you don't need to leave yet. We're still going.
Hey, come back
Hey, komma!
You're going to miss all the good stuff. So we're not going to go any further, but I can show you a bit further if you want to face that way. Have a look down there.
Oh, shit!
ไปได้
ได้อีกครึ่งทางไปอีกประมาณ800
ไอ้บอยมันจะไปป่ะ
ไม่ถ้าเดินไปมันจะเก็บ
You can see without the platforms to walk on.
มันจะสไลด์นะ
All
แค่
those big folding rocks down there. Really dangerous going through a cave.
ใช่มันจะติดนี่ก็ไม่มีทาง
เขาบอกว่าถ้าจะไปก็ไปได้ต่ออยู่ใช่ไหม
ไปได้นะเขาบอกว่าถ้าไปแล้วมันหิวถ้าไม่ใช่คิดดูอ่ะถ้าตอนนี้เป็นน้ำครึ่งนึงอ่ะต้องไปกันหมดอ่ะ
คิดว่าอยากกลับบ้านดีกว่า
So as you look down here, you'll see off to the left and the right, on the top of the ceiling, here on the edges. That's the original. That's the first lava river.
นี่ไง12หมูป่า
Was flowing, and then it eventually burned its way down, down, down.
ไม่อยากเป็นตำนานนะพ่อ
เนี่ยเป็นตำนานอ่ะโอริจินเลยนะตำนาน
ไอ้เชียนนัด
เฮ้ยใครเอา
Boy, paronidor boy.
เดี๋ยว
Boy.
กอดยอดทุกคน
จะไปใส่เบียร์กิน
วันจะปล่อยเสีย
คุณมีให้ไหมเดี๋ยวคุณมีบอกช่วย
Round to the right, and then it's just loads of Cause this. No, the volcano that caused this.
first layer คือชั้นแรกของลาวาสูงเท่านี้
Anybody spot any living creatures in the cave? Yeah. Apart from us. Apart from the trolls. Anybody see anything? Anyone see any bats? No, there's no bats. No bats? There's no bats in Iceland, unfortunately. Does anybody know the only native land mammal that Iceland has?
no
The fox. Someone said it. Yeah, the Arctic fox. That's the only one that came here by himself. Be careful touching the water. Please. They are very fragile. Everything else you see here: horses, reindeer, cows, sheep. All of them were imported by man. The Arctic fox is the only one that came here by himself. Okay. Iceland used to be connected to Greenland by a huge sheet of ice across the ocean, and the Arctic fox walked all that way from Greenland and decided to stay here, which is a pretty crazy journey. But there's nothing that really lives down in the cave, of course, especially not a fox or a reindeer, because there's nothing to eat down here. The only thing that can live in the cave is this stuff just here where my torch is shining. It is a bacteria. Well done. You know stuff about bacteria?
I don't remember the name, but I think I already
Deal.
saw those.
So there's about 30 different Okay. This one in particular has a very long scientific name that I can never remember or pronounce properly. So we just call him Jeff. Yeah, everyone say hello to Jeff. So Jeff is what we call chemosynthetic, which means he doesn't need sunlight to survive, okay, like we do. Jeff likes the darkness. Yeah. So what we're going to do... What we're going to do is we're going to turn all the lights off, okay? And we're going to live like Jeff lives for a few minutes. Now, before you turn your light off, please find somewhere around the edge to stand, okay? You can either lean on the bench or you can sit down on the bench if you find somewhere to sit or lean, please. Because it helps in the dark, you might fall over otherwise. If you go.
Yeah.
ยืนเฉยๆอยู่กับที่ครับแล้วก็ปิดไฟ
Find a space around the edge, guys.
เขาบอกให้ยืนหาที่จับแล้วก็ปิดไฟครับ
Okay, guys, I need you to all listen for a second. Everyone, please turn your head torches off, and also please turn all of your phones, watches, everything off. Please, cameras, nothing on at all. Otherwise, it won't be complete darkness, and you'll.